Hey guys, so before I begin the review, I wanted to mention that this video has been sponsored by ATailorBird Laptop Cases. They sent me a laptop case for a 13 to 13.3 inch laptop, and I gotta say, I really like this case. First off, I love the color. It's a very sleek, very trendy gray. Then, it has two cases. You can store, say, your external hard drives, pens, USB drives, really anything you can think of to fit in this type of area. I wouldn't put a laptop in there, but your phone would be fine in there, maybe a small iPad or iPad mini. Then you can store your laptop in this part. It's padded, it's really soft, and it really does protect the laptop. I love it. And I really advise anyone who doesn't use a laptop case to really, if you're looking for a case, definitely go with ATailorBird, particularly if your computer is 13 to 13.3 inches. And overall, I just think it's a really effective case. I have two MacBooks, and I intend to be using my 13-inch MacBook in this case all the time. And also, it fits, in like a larger bag, or you can just carry the case around as is. Like I said, there's plenty of storage. So phone, the charger cord could even go right in here too. So you're really going to be well set with this case. It's stain resistant and water resistant, which is really good as well. Because sometimes we just spill things, or something's just gonna drop on it. But I really do advise, if you need a laptop case, to go towards ATailorBird. I will put a link to their Amazon in the video description, so you can check them out even further. But anyway, let's talk about Once Upon a Time Breadcrumbs. I gotta say, this flashback I think is completely unnecessary, and I took a couple notes. Let me just pop them up. And the first part of the flashback is we have Henry, Jacinda, and Nook. Yes, I'm going to call him Nook just to distinguish him. So they go to this cave where there's this supposed golden dragon. Then the golden dragon's gone. And the question that comes to mind is, since Nook, not so much Nook, but Jacinda and Henry are supposed to be kind of like rulers of this land, in an idea. Maybe Tiana's the ruler. Like, I don't really know who the specific king is, because the kingdom's hierarchy hasn't really been divided. But essentially, Jacinda and Henry and Tiana seem to have influence. So you would think that those with influence might know what's going on, but yet a random drunken villager does, and he knows that the golden dragon has migrated. Say what? That just doesn't make any sense from a plot perspective. So I thought that was just really hilarious. And then, Henry is talking to Hook, and he's like, well, I don't really know what my story is. I came to this land, and I want to have a story, have a purpose. And I really love that. I love that in the trailer review. I mentioned that in the trailer review, that I really liked that plot point, and I did like it throughout this episode. And the way it came up, I didn't expect it, but it felt very stereotypical network television, which doesn't make it bad. It was just hilarious that, Hook stages a false setup to give Henry something to do, essentially some motivation. Nook is apparently friends with Blackbeard in this Enchanted Forest version 2, which I think is weird, because, from seasons 1 through 6, Blackbeard and OG Hook were anything but camaraderies. And, Hook sets up this adventure with Blackbeard, and then Blackbeard's like, all right, stop, I don't want to die. Even though he wasn't even going to die, because I guess the knife was not sharp or plastic. I don't think it was actually plastic, but, Henry touched the knife, and he just felt like it was fake. And then, they steal the Davy Jones locker, which I thought was weird. For some reason, the Pirates of the Caribbean has given me a view of what I think Davy Jones' locker should look like. I don't expect it to be a treasure chest. But, they steal the chest, and, well, guess what? Real danger happens, and Henry has to save the entire crew. I thought it was also hilarious that Hook just could elbow Blackbeard, and it would knock him out. And come on, Blackbeard. Let's be a little better than that. And I really like the actor who plays Blackbeard. He played Ben on Desperate Housewives, season 8, which was probably one of the better seasons, I would have to say. If you haven't watched Desperate Housewives, just for a dramedy, I'd really advise it. It's really good. It's also 8 seasons, and over 100 and I think it's 180 episodes of Desperate Housewives, but this isn't a Desperate Housewives advertisement. But I do advise it. It's a fun ABC show. So, Henry saves everyone who's on the ship, all the pirates. There's a Smee version 2 as well, and he saves them from the whirlpool. And then he essentially goes, I'm not here to, define my story. I just want to have a good life. And then he proposes to Cinderella in Enchanted Forest version 2. And I thought, okay, you know what? I can't harp on how much I dislike Cinderella and how much I dislike the romance between Cinderella and Henry, or the romance between Jacinda and Henry. I don't buy it. but I'm not going to be negative about it anymore because I just have to accept it for the plot because I personally cannot get involved with it. This is not a Captain Swan. To be fair, I'm not a shipper of Outlaw Queen, but I at least saw the chemistry between Sean Maguire and Lana Parrilla. I don't feel it with these two, but like I said, I'm not going to harp on this anymore because I just want to essentially enjoy the last couple episodes that we have and just be like, okay, it's fine. It's true love. It's TV true love. It's not real true love. So that was the flashback, and I really liked everything that happened in the present. To be fair, the flashback wasn't bad at all. I just wish it wasn't here. And the reason why I say it wasn't here is because I know that the season is coming to such a close. The characters that we were developing are already more or less very well-developed characters. So technically, Nook is Hook version 2, but we're so attached to Hook anyway, and we kind of can figure out what Nook will do because he's very similar to original Hook. His developments are relative. And then we know Henry because his personality as a child has really mitigated into his personality as an adult. So that development is not like super, super crucial. And that's why I didn't feel it was needed. And then, in the present, we're dealing with Hansel. And I had said in my trailer review, I think the reveal of Hansel being the murderer, who is Hansel. We were all right about Hansel being the murderer. But like I said in my trailer review, Hansel, let's call him Nick, because that's his name. Sorry, the names are so confusing. In my trailer review, I said it would have made more sense if Jack teamed up with Henry. We saw that friendship flesh out. That would make more sense to me because, like I said, we know who Nook is, more or less. And then to have the reveal in Hyperion Heights that Nick is in fact Hansel / in fact the witch killer, I think would be very more impactful. But that just didn't happen. That's why I feel the flashback was essentially irrelevant. So what we have going on in the present is, there's a lot actually happening in the present. Another reason why I think the flashback wasn't needed. Again, not bad flashback, just I think we could have had more time in the present, because my biggest critique of this episode is without Facilier or Gothel, because again, no idea what their motives are, without having them in this episode, again, the plot for their plot line just stops. And if the flashback wasn't there, maybe we could have focused on Emma Booth and Dr. Facilier. I think that would have been more enjoyable, because I still want to know about the Coven and why both Gothel and Facilier want the Dark One Dagger. I rewatched Sisterhood last week, and I noticed that Gisela said to Gothel, "You want the Dark One Dagger," and I was like, well, why does she want the dagger all of a sudden? So it just felt really random. But now that we know that that's kind of her goal, I want to see it played out, and that's really why I think the flashback shouldn't have been here, because we could have had Samdi and Eloise Gardner do something. So, what storylines did we have in the present? And we had quite a bit, excuse me. That was my cell phone. I will mute that. Snapchat just went off. So, Henry gets an offer to have a job in New York, and Jacinda doesn't want him to go, but of course she tells him to leave, because that just felt very reminiscent of, well, for one thing, every network television show I've ever seen, and, season 1. Henry goes. He gets a flat tire because the curse isn't letting him leave. And then, he's talking to Nick, and Nick is revealed to be the killer. So that was one of the plot points. Alice got a job with Sabine, which I thought was adorable. Rogers got to be a father figure to Alice, which I also thought, or Tilly, I guess I should say, which I really liked. I really loved the interactions between Robert Carlyle and Andrew J. West. I thought they were so well done. I love how Weaver was forcing Henry to figure out who this killer was. I thought it was great. I kind of at one point thought he was gonna, he being Henry, would wake up because of Weaver pushing him. That didn't unfortunately happen. I want Henry to wake up because I'm really annoyed of him walking around blind, deaf, and dumb. But the point is, I really did love all the interactions between Weaver and Henry. They're really good. Robert Kyle and Andrew West are just great actors too. And then we have Tilly and Margot meeting, which I thought was really cute. I want to say I want to see more of their romance. I do. I just don't know how much of it we're going to get. It's probably just going to be sprinkled within the next couple of episodes. I imagine that Tilly and Margot are going to be okay after episode 20, and they'll probably go back to Storybook. We have one really cute scene with Lucy and Zelina. I liked that scene. I thought it was really well done. However, the comment that I've been saying over and over is you can make Zelina and her step grandniece, or no, not step, because that's not through marriage. Technically her great niece, interact with her, but not her nephew. whatever. I know that you guys had showed me that Rebecca tweeted or Instagrammed photos of her script that she's going to talk to Henry. I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see it. But it hasn't happened in so many episodes, and that really does bug me. But I did love the scene with Zelina being, very blunt, and I loved how Lucy was like, "Come on, let's have a little hope." So overall, all the scenes really made sense. I did like how Nick was revealed to be the killer, because even though I would have preferred it in the flashback to see Jack Hansel have a friendship with Henry, I like that it was essentially Weaver's doing to make him figure it out. I also really enjoyed just a little interaction between Sabine and Jacinda in this episode. I think that they do have a good chemistry together. I just wish that Andrew Day West and Jacinda had a chemistry. But point being is, Henry is now abducted by Nick, and we got to figure out what's going to be happening with him. And next week, it looks like Zelina is the victim of, or the intended victim of the witch killer. And I'll review the trailer in a little while. So, what did you guys think of the episode? Were you happy with it? Did you think the flashback was needed? That was my really own critique, is I liked what we saw. I just kind of wish, that they might have cut it and shot some scenes to make the episode, get closer and closer to the end game of episode 20. Ronnie wasn't in this episode, but that's because Lana Parrilla is directing next week's episode, so I imagine she was, essentially, I don't know if they shoot both, 2 episodes simultaneously. I'm not really sure how that production schedule works, but I imagine they probably realized her character wasn't needed for this episode, so that way she would have time to prepare her directing duties. So anyway, what did you think of the episode? I did like it. I enjoyed what I saw. I liked all the acting. I thought it was well done, and the flashback was really my only negative critique of it. So I will review the trailer really soon. I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts about the episode in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching with me. If I had to give it, I don't really like to do numbers or like super grading, but I would probably give this episode a BB+. That's definitely where I would rank it, because I felt that progress has been made, but also progress was still halted. It wasn't a perfect episode, but it was good. So share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk real soon. All right, guys.